It's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. I don't know what's going on with the stars and the moon, but something is in the air in the last few days. I am feeling it. I am not feeling myself. I am feeling like easily, like wounds are being scratched really easily. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like it's in the moon. And because I was just at the shopping mall or at the grocery store, and a guy yelled at me. The grocery store clerk was rude to me. I don't know what's happening out there, but something's going on. So, time for some self-love, self-care. We are reading June. I don't even know what day it is. My goodness. We are reading July, July 7th. Getting it all out. Oh, that's what's going on probably. I'm burying stuff inside of me. Okay. Let yourself have a good gripe session. Did I just do that? I just started that right? Get it out. Go ahead. Get it all out. Once we begin recovery, we may feel like it's not okay to gripe and complain. Ha! It's bang on every time. Okay, so now let me just complain. This guy, oh my God, he was so rude. He's it's really simple. I'm just asking you where you're parking. And he's pointing his finger at me and yelling at me. I asked the grocery store clerk for another bag. I'm like, can I have one more bag? She's like, I think you can probably fit the rest in the bags you already have. I was like, oh my God, what is this? So I'm complaining about that right now. People. Okay, get it out. Go ahead. Get it all out. Once we begin recovery, we may feel like it's not okay to gripe and complain. I definitely feel that. I'm okay, I gotta be, I think I felt like that before I was even into all of this. I felt like, I gotta be the bigger person. I gotta, be the one that forgives all the time. I gotta be the one that calms the storm. I gotta hold my shit in and just keep the water smooth, right? I didn't want to complain. I wanted to just be great, because my life journey, when things are, I get gratitude with little things. I get gratitude with a lot of little things because of my life's journey prior to any kind of recovery. So, okay, so we may tell ourselves that if we're really working a good program, we wouldn't need to complain. Yep, that's what I told myself tonight. I'm where am I going wrong here? Where am I going wrong here? That this is irritating me and I want to complain. What does this mean? We won't have feelings. We won't feel overwhelmed. We won't need to blow off steam or work through some not so pleasant, not so perfect, and not so pretty parts of life. We can let ourselves get our feelings out. Thank God, because I need to get them out. We can let ourselves get our feelings out, take risks, and be vulnerable with others. Such a relief, just knowing that. God, I'm so hard on myself. I am so hard on myself. I feel bad when I'm feeling bad. I feel bad that I felt bad. I feel bad that I feel guilty. I feel bad that I feel ashamed. I feel bad just having any of those feelings. I just and then that compounds on stuff. It's not a fun way to be inside of this head and body. So we can let ourselves get our feelings out, take risks, and be vulnerable with others. We don't have to be all put together. Oh my God, I'm always trying to be all put together. We don't have to be all put together all the time. That sounds more like codependency than recovery. Okay. I'm in my codependency today. Getting it all out does not mean we need to be victims. It doesn't mean we need to revel in our misery, finding status in our martyrdom. It doesn't mean we won't go on to set boundaries, and it doesn't mean we won't take care of ourselves. Sometimes getting it all out is an essential part of taking care of ourselves. So sometimes getting it all out is part of taking care of ourselves. We reach a point of surrender so we can move forward. I got to surrender to these feelings I'm having this last few days. I got to just surrender to it. Okay. Self-disclosure does not mean only quietly reporting our feelings. It means we occasionally take the risk to share our human side. My therapist has said this to me so often. Lisa, you're human. And I'm no, I'm superhuman. I can be bigger than this. I can be better than this. That's how hard I am on myself. So, we can share our human side. The side with fears, sadness, hurt, rage, unreasonable anger. Sometimes I know I'm I say this, I've said this just this past week. I'm having a 10 reaction to a 2 situation. If on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, I know that I know I'm having an overreaction, but I'm still having it. I still need to honor those feelings, is what I'm hearing here. So we can show this side with fear, sadness, hurt, rage, unreasonable anger, weariness, or lack of faith. We can let our humanity show. In the process, we give others permission to be human too. Isn't that beautiful? That comes up often, like, you know, when we're vulnerable, we give someone else the permission to be vulnerable. When we show that we're scared, we give someone else permission to be scared. We like, when you're just like raw and whatever, you give someone else permission, like others feel comfortable to be themselves as well, like how they're showing up in this very moment. And we need to do that for ourselves. Together, people have their not so together moments. Sometimes falling apart, getting it all out, is how we get put back together. I've often said this in the last few years, like, because I have these big like moments where I go for weeks where I'm just like in pain, emotional pain, and I'm feeling broken. But I knew, because I'm in recovery, and I know that I'm being broken open. I'm being broken open to reveal something new, to let something else out, to like get to shine the light on an old wound that needs healing. So sometimes get those broken moments. I know that from my own personal experience. Those broken moments have then shown me the light on the other side when I've allowed it to all come. So sometimes falling apart, getting it all out, is how we get put back together. Oh, thank God for this book. I hope you all get as much out of it as I do. Okay, here's your prayer for today. Today, I will let it all out if I need a release. Amen to that. Let it out. Let it out. You gotta get it out. I've said that so often, that you gotta get it. We gotta get it out with talking, or with like movement, or with running, or with, yeah. But talking, just talking alone, is like a release of a bent up energy, of bottled energy. So that's why yoga is so important. It's about moving that energy through the body. Like even just dancing. Dancing is a really great therapeutic thing to get the body moving, get that energy moving through us. It gets stuck. We are, as human beings, we are not designed to hold things in, but we're conditioned to, right from when we're a baby. It's like, shh, you shush the baby. And like, oh, come on, don't make such a big deal out of this. Like we're conditioned to like, keep it down. We need to be loud and proud and let it out within reason. Thank you for watching. I love you all.